In our program, we get this question a lot. Oftentimes, people are very scared to approach somebody with an eating disorder. They're afraid to say the wrong thing. They're afraid to make it worse. Maybe they've even tried to talk to a friend, and the person's been defensive or denied any kind of behaviors. So I would say the first thing that a person should do is educate themselves, and certainly you can go to our website and read more information about eating disorders, but to really understand the differences between anorexia, bulimia, binge eating disorder, you don't have to become an expert, but at least to know the differences. And it also might help you understand what some of the warning signs are that you might be picking up on with a friend, particularly regarding their behavior, and then you'll feel a little bit more confident in approaching them. The other thing that you can do as you do that is look for different treatment options in your area. Certainly in Sacramento we have our program, but there are different treatment facilities across the country. And knowing what's available in the community where you live is probably also a good place to start. Once you've educated yourself, both in terms of eating disorders and also what treatment options are available, I would say the next thing to do would be to pick a time when you know you can meet with your friend alone. You can do it in private without any interruptions, so turn off a cell phone, don't answer the home phone, make sure that you don't have anybody that's going to walk in on the conversation, no television, anything of that nature. And really stop and think about what it is that you're worried about and be very honest with them. So for example, be able to say, I'm really scared because I see you go to the bathroom every time after you have a meal, or I'm really worried because I found laxatives in your purse. I'm really concerned because I've heard you vomiting in the bathroom. I'm concerned because you've lost a significant amount of weight in a short period of time. And be very specific like that about all the different things that you've been noticing. The other really important thing is to really speak about how emotionally it's impacting you watching your friends struggle. So again, being able to say, I'm scared, and then say why, and I'm worried, and then say why, is a really important approach. And a lot of times people get confused by that because the perception is it's not supposed to be about them, but really it's just you're showing your friend how much you care about them, and that the fact that they're hurting themselves, it does affect you. And so in essence, you're being honest. And so really just open up to them and acknowledge everything that you're seeing, and then follow that up with, we need to get support and help for you. And if they say they'll read a book, if they say they'll stop, if they say it's just a fad, really try to pursue at least having them be assessed by a professional to determine whether or not that's true. And if it's not, if your suspicions are right, then they can at least have access to somebody who can get them the care and the appropriate type of treatment that they need. If it's a minor, I think if it's possible to involve their family members or a teacher, an adult that they trust, you definitely need to do that. If it's a close friend who's an adult, as their friend, if they have a spouse, if they have a boyfriend, if they have any other close friends that might be willing to also talk to them in addition to you, that can certainly be helpful. But really impressing upon them that people don't get better from eating disorders unless they get treatment. It has one of the highest death rates of any mental illness. It's a very lengthy recovery process, but people do recover if they get adequate treatment, meaning medical care, psychological care, and nutritional care, and it needs to be collaborated.